Network. Sam Stern and Jake Stewart here with you in Guy Gibbs Arena for what is the most packed game of this season in a marquee matchup. Regis Jesuit Raiders versus the Mullen Mustangs. We're glad to be with you tonight. As I mentioned, a huge crowd of people that are ready to watch some great basketball. Two winning teams that are on good stretches right now and that are looking forward to having a winning record for the rest of the season heading into the playoffs. And Jake, as we move into this game, kind of going over stats for both teams, we'll start with Regis. They're now 9-7 in the league, and they're 9-7 in the state, and they're 4-0 in their league. They've won the first 4 of the year, really playing the best basketball season, coming off a stretch, as you mentioned last broadcast, where they really just couldn't find a rhythm or just their game in any sorts.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Sam. A really slow start from the Raiders, and we haven't had that in years. Usually it's a fast start, but this year a slow start, but the Raiders are turning around right at the right time, so that's perfect for us tonight, and probably why we got such a big crowd. Everybody's watching this big rivalry matchup of Regis versus Mullen, so we're excited to have you here tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's definitely why a lot of people are here. They're starting to realize that the Raiders are the real deal. They're starting to play like a team once again, and a lot of players are contributing. And you talk about our main man down low. You know him. His fingers were on fire last game. He was hitting every shot he took. Daniel Carr with a season high and career high, 34 points and 18 rebounds. Yes, you heard me right. 18 rebounds.
Astonishing.
He was
crazy.
He was a beast on the boards. He was hitting shots from everywhere. He hit a 3, taking it inside and ones. Just an absolute basketball phenom on this team right now. And Jake, you talk about a team that they love to utilize their big men with Dan and Matt, and they need to start using that more often if they're going to be able to win games, because those two can facilitate their offense better than the guards do at times.
Absolutely. Those two are both going to have big games tonight, facing a 6'8 player on Mullen, Isaac on Duquesne, as well as Connor Ripam, 6'6 as well. So it's going to be a tough challenge for them down low, but hopefully they can meet the regards there.
Yes, they're definitely going to have their work cut out for them tonight, but it should be a fun one. And you talk about Matt and Dan doing some work down low. Matt averaging 9 points per game as well, and 6 rebounds. So he's doing a heavy workload with him and Dan in that starting lineup. And then Jamil Safadine having a modest season thus far. Not as many points as we're used to seeing from the senior captain and Regis Jesuit star shooting guard, point guard. So they're looking for some more contributions from him on both ends of the floor, not only in his three-point shot, which he is lethal from, but his defense as well, getting the steals, getting the blocks, and guarding the best guard on their team, which is going to be Christian Davis.
Yeah, and to go with your point, Sam, it goes to show just how much depth this Regis Jesuit team has when one of your guys is not playing at his best as he is. It's really just the whole team stepping up, and it's just that next man mentality, which we've seen all season now. And look forward to some more of that tonight, especially from this really locked and loaded Regis bench.
I agree with that. And as we talk about the last game, Jake and I broadcasted a great game. Regis versus Douglas County, a Douglas County coached by former Denver Nugget. And I don't think I even have to tell you his name, but I will just in case. Earl Boykins is his name, and his son TJ Boykins was the starting point guard, had a pretty good game as well, knocking down some threes, but we ended up coming away with the 10-point win, 75-65. High-scoring, erupting game. We shot 45% from the field, and Dan had, as I mentioned, 34 and 18, shooting 68% from the field. Staggering numbers from Daniel Carr across the board, along with a quiet 14 points for Jamil and 11 for Matt. So work was being put in by every player on the court, every person on the bench touched the floor except for Billy Mottram, the senior forward, who has been having his minutes decreased. Jake, he's a star, but lately has not been getting the minutes that you're used to seeing from a senior on a team. Hank Galan's been getting a lot of his minutes, and then as well our 3 JV players, as I mentioned, who got moved up: Kyle Sandler, Alonzo Paul, and Ty Bergman, also on the bench. And Coach Shaw always likes to have some JV guys moved up just so that come playoff time, we have a sturdy roster that's going to be able to live up to all the hype heading into playoff time. Now moving on to the away team, Jake. 10-5, 3-4 in their league, so they're iffy playing against teams that we've played against so far. They're shooting 46% from the field, which is close to our average of 42%, so not bad. They're a good shooting team, and they average 18 assists per game, Jake. So you talk about a team who is doing it amazing on the other side, and Christian Davis, the senior guard, is at the helm. The 6-foot guard is averaging 18 points per game and 5 assists himself. He's kind of leading in that guard role, and Peyton Egloff's going to be on him to start.
Absolutely. You looked at, like you said, Sam, a locked and loaded team with this Mullen team, but it's definitely a team that Regis is capable of beating, and Regis has got to just be on their defensive game today like we've seen all season, and it wasn't their last game, but we know they're coming to play tonight.
And Jake, that was actually what I was going to bring up next. It's been a pattern in the 4 games that we've won, and obviously wins of any kind are always exciting to have, and it's always a good thing, but our defense has not been up to a Coach Shaw-esque defense that we're used to. And if you're the Raiders, it's a little scary because going into playoff times, you're playing against teams like Smoky Hill and Grandview, the reigning state champions, with Caleb McGill inside and Tyler Unger and Leanne Romero. Those teams have guys that can do it all over the floor, no matter shooting the ball, taking it in the post. They can do it all. And if your defense isn't solid on the 3-point line, inside of the post, teams are going to just damage you.
Yeah, that's a good point, Sam. And to your point as well, though, this Raiders team is just built to be a team that can provide an upset no matter what seed they're going to be in the playoffs. So we're just going to be excited to see them once they do get into the playoffs and just see how it goes from there and just kind of work this team. And I know Coach Shaw is really just trying to get the most out of his players this year, and I know that right now is the time to do that.
Yes, agreed. It is the perfect time. And to the stats, Jake has already mentioned a couple of players. As I mentioned, Christian Davis, the leading scorer. He's their starting point guard, senior, 18 points per game. He's been doing it on both ends as well. He's averaging 2 steals. And then number 24, 6'8", Isaac Ontekane is averaging a double-double, 13 points per game and 11 rebounds, and a couple rebounds, 2 blocks a game, which in the high school level is pretty large for a center. And Jake, Dan Carr versus Ontekane, that is our marquee matchup tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to deal with that bully ball inside, because it will be DeMarcus Cousins versus Zach Randolph tonight.
No doubt. I'm excited, and as most of you know, Sam kept us updated on the scores of James Harden last game, his score, so I know Sam will keep us up on that tonight for any of you NBA fans out there as well. But yeah, to your point, Sam, I think Dan's going to be a scary matchup for Ontekane and vice versa there as well, so it'll be a great matchup to watch all night, and 5 minutes left to go in this game until kickoff, so we're excited.
Yes, it's going to be fun, and this team lost 67-55 last game, playing one of the best teams in the state of Colorado, and they have been for many years now, Smoky Hill High School. Jake already knows, I know, but Kenny Foster, Quentin Rock, the 2 lead guys on that team.
Best of the best.
Best of the best. Just demolished this Mullen team, and they held this team to 38% from the field, and that was 10% below their season average. So this team can be stopped by an elite defense, and when the Raiders are on defensively, you're not beating this team, Jake.
Yes, that's to your point, Sam. That going back to the Raiders having a deep bench, you got Billy Mottram, the great power defender. You have Hank Galan out there, and just put those 2 guys together will give you a little fear. And throw in Michael Wolf and Will Barbera, and you're in for some matchup nightmares tonight for this Mullen team. So hopefully the Raiders can exploit that and exploit all these matchups they have on this Mullen team tonight.
Definitely. So as Jake mentioned, 5:46 left to go until what is going to be a super exciting game. We're very excited to be with you here tonight. It is a packed house here at the Guy Gibbs Arena. The most packed game of the season thus far. It seems like every student from Colorado has come to join us. So we're excited to be with you. Again, Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson on our producer today, Cameron Kreitz on camera, and Angela Surwa Marfo doing her amazing work as usual. And if you can't make it to the game tonight, that's why we're here, to bring you great coverage. But we also have Angela doing our Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat tonight too, so make sure to tune in for updates. We'll be back with you in just a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll have starting lineups for you in 5 minutes. Thank you so much. And welcome back to the Raider Sports Network. And we are ready for starting lineups time. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Cameron Crichton, Angela Surwa-Marfo. We're glad to be back with you here. Guy Gibbs Arena. Starting at point guard, as I mentioned, number 0, Christian Davis. And then at shooting guard, number 4, Von Stitt.
That's going to be a tough one to pronounce.
Oh, it's going to be fun, Jake. Number 12, Isaac White. Number 15, Brady Paris. And then the big man, 24, Isaac O'Dekane, 6'8". He's only a junior, Jake, so they have him for another 2 years, and boy, are they excited about that because he's a manimal on the boards. And time for your Regis Jesuit starting lineup. At point guard, Jamil Safadine. At shooting guard, Peyton Egloff. At small forward, Bowden O'Shaughnessy. At forward, one of the forwards, Matt Wheelock. In at center, the big man, the scoring machine, and animal on the boards, Daniel Carr. So we're set to go here on the Raider Sports Network. Jake, this is going to be a fast-tempoed game right at the horn.
You know the crowd's going to be involved. Packed game, not a seat open in this one. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Indeed. As we're gearing up. Mullen's going to be coached by head coach Bob Caton and head assistant Chris Cosby. And then for Regis, the amazing Hall of Fame coach, Coach Ken Shaw, and the assistant, Coach Salida. We're set to go here for some Raider basketball. As I said, make sure to tune into our social media pages. Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are working high and fast tonight. Angela Surwa-Marfo is heading those up. Here we go for the tip. Daniel Carr versus Ogamike, or O'Dekane. That's going to be a fun name to pronounce tonight. And Dan Carr gets the tip. Peyton Egloff dribbling the ball up top. He's a great floor facilitator. Jamil Safadine working it up top, looking for Dan. Gets it into him. Kick to the corner. Fake Matt Wheelock. Wacky pass, but Peyton Egloff gets it. Up top, Jamil Safadine. Underneath, Daniel Carr.
There he is.
First 2 of the game. Put him on the board.
Didn't waste a minute there for Dan Carr. He's back, baby.
And that's a quick trigger 3 by Mullen. Boarded by Peyton Egloff. He's jumping high with those nice Nikes. Peyton Egloff hands it off to Jamil Safadine. That's our backcourt duo. Daniel Carr tries a deep 3 ball off the left side. And it's boarded by O'Dekane for his first board of the game.
Not a bad look there for Dan. He had the shot. He just didn't want it.
And he can shoot those, Jake, at a high clip. Deep 3, and that's down and pure. 0, Christian Davis, 18 points per game, leading scorer, and he starts it off with a 3-pointer to get him started for the night. 3-2.
Got to watch out for him all game. He's just going to be doing that same thing all game.
Peyton Egloff, great defense by Christian Davis, and he gets the steal. Coming in transition. That was Von Stitt that thought about the 3. Stitt has the ball again. Back to Davis, working against Bowden O'Shaughnessy, playing some great defense. Back up top to Brady Paris up top, the left-handed sniper from deep, as well as Jamil Safadine. He is a floor facilitator. Isaac White for Mullen, dribbling it up top against Dan Carr.
Good job by Dan.
Tries the right hand reverse and misses it. Jamil Safadine coming in transition. He's starting tonight. Dan Carr thought about the mid-range. Almost stolen by Stitt. Matt Wheelock, a 3 ball. Just short, trying for his board. But Christian Davis has it. Coming in transition, watch his 3 ball. And he turns it over.
That's just what the doctor ordered for the Raiders, and it's our ball.
And Jake, those are the types of turnovers we need. We want this team to turn the ball over as much as possible.
Yeah, there's the defense you mentioned there by Coach Shaw, and it's finally showing out tonight. We didn't see it much last game, but here we go. We're in for a defensive battle tonight, it looks like.
Jamil Safdien over to Bowden O'Shaughnessy, to Dan Carr in the post. Misses it the first time, and it goes back to Christian Davis. That's his second board. Paris over to nice pass inside, and that's Odekane. First bucket of the game inside as he fends off Daniel Carr in the middle of the paint. Nice layup inside.
There's the battle we're looking for. The 6'8" big man for Mullen showing it out tonight. Now it's Dan's turn.
Mullen playing airtight defense to start it off. Jamil Safdien looking to the corner. Peyton Egloff takes it inside strong. Gets contact. Bowden O'Shaughnessy the board. Keeps getting it. Jamil Safdien fakes the three. Goes inside. Mid-range floater. No good. And here comes Stitt, the left-hander as well. Stitt in transition. Davis a three. That's off Daniel Carr the board.
I think we could have seen a foul on that last possession there by the Raiders. They had a great offensive play but couldn't get any call there. So see if they can get this one back here. I know they want it back into Dan.
Bowden with the nice fake pass. Matt Wheelock fakes the pass. Bang the three. That's the trifecta. Matt Wheelock stretching the floor. First three of the game for him. 5-5.
He's a little dangerous out there too. You can't leave him open here. Saw it last game as well.
He's the big man assault rifle from three. And that's a missed three for Mullen. Here comes Peyton Egloff. Peyton Egloff fakes the dribble. Takes it all by himself and he's fouled. Peyton Egloff taking it strong. As Christian Davis argues that there was a foul on the play, but he's not going to get it. And Peyton Egloff's going to go to the line. Peyton Egloff, an 80% free throw shooter, and as a team, we're shooting 70% from the line, so we're a pretty good free throw shooting team for the most part.
Peyton's been hounded the whole game by Vaughn Stitt. It's great to see him go inside there and really take the foul and making the first free throw there. It's good to see.
And Isaac White's going to check out of the game from Mullen as number 3, Matt Veen checks in, the 6'5" forward, as well as Bowden O'Shaughnessy checking out. And Roman Hamilton will check in for the first time tonight, relieving Jamil Safdien of the point guard, or Bowden O'Shaughnessy of his position. And Roman Hamilton will guard the best scorer on the opposing team, Davis, to start. Switch to Jamil Safdien. Veen takes it and slam dunks the ball. Veen with his first basket, and he dunks it emphatically. What a play by Veen.
He's trying to pump up the crowd here, and it looks like he did just that. Trying to pump up his team as well and work on the defensive side.
Dan Carr over to Matt Wheelock. And Matt Wheelock turns it over. Stitt comes in transition. Nice pass inside off the backboard to Odekane. What a pass by Stitt in transition. And Jake, he had eyes on the back of his head on that pass.
Yeah, just a crazy shot and great defense there by the Raiders, but you gotta box out on Odekane. Just that size, that 6'8" size can just destroy you on that offensive glass.
Peyton Egloff working the dribble over to Dan Carr. They're a patient team. Jamil Safdien, they want to utilize the mismatch down low in the post, and they call a foul. That was Veen, who just threw down an emphatic dunk with the foul. Let me tell you, Jake, that was not the kind of hops I was expecting from someone like Veen, but he obviously has the hops and can throw it down.
They had 6'5". He's one of the taller players on this Mullen team, but definitely unexpected there and really throw it down with some emphasis there. So hoping to send a message here for this Mullen team, now leading by 2. Now it's the Raiders' turn to respond.
Roman Hamilton. Throwing it off to Daniel Carr. Back to Jamil Safdien. Takes a deep 3 ball. That's off. Roman Hamilton fighting for the board. But Odekane gets the board. That's his second. Paris over to Davis, and then Odekane tries to save it, and he does to Davis. Nice hustle. Paris in the corner. He can shoot it. Stitt over to Veen. Paris against Peyton Egloff, working it up top, hands it off to Davis. He's hit 1-3 so far tonight. Over to the left-hander, Stitt. He's been their main defensive player tonight. Odekane, strong take. Great defense from Daniel Carr. Oh. And then he almost turns it over, and Coach Shaw was not happy about that pass. Peyton Egloff working inside. It went in, but they're going to call it no basket. It was called on the floor before the made basket. And it will be...
He wanted the shot, but he's not going to get it there. But looks like they also won't put him at the line. They're going to call it a foul on the floor.
And Diallo Thompson will check in for Mullen, as well as the big man, number 34, Connor Riempa, 6'6", senior. Relieving Odekane. Daniel Carr, it's going to be a 2 if it goes in. It's short. Gets his own board. Daniel Carr almost threw up an and one like it was easy. Nice take by Daniel Carr.
And he really has shown that he's improved just so much at the free throw line, and it's gotten so much better. And one thing to keep in mind is Mullen's already got 4 fouls on them, whereas Regis only doesn't have a single foul, So something to look at for the rest of this first half and moving on in this game. Good job attacking by the Raiders.
As Will Barbera checks in for the first time tonight, as I mentioned, he's still coming back from this ankle injury that sidelined him 5 games, but he's glad to be back, and he's looking to find his groove coming off the bench.
Right on cue, Dan hits 2 free throws. That's what we like to see.
Let's groove tonight, share the spice of life. Roman Hamilton. Ooh, Diallo Thompson has the handles. And Stitt has the take as he takes it inside for 2.
You can't let him just walk right in on you there. Someone's got to step up and try to take the charge, if not just play some defense there, but none there from the Raiders.
Peyton Egloff taking it inside. Over to Bono Shaughnessy. It was a close pass. Roman Hamilton fakes a 3 ball. Good decision from him. Instead gets it to Daniel Carr. He overshoots it, and then they call an over-the-back foul on Bono Shaughnessy. Jake, I feel like, yes, Dan Carr is a good 3-point shooter. You can trust him when he's open. But in that situation, I think maybe keep swinging it. Keep taking time. You're in no hurry. Keep swinging the ball until you find the wide-open shot. And you know what? Utilize the post. Odekane just left. You should be taking them in the post every time and scoring at will.
No doubt. You got size on these Mullen guys, and you saw Roman Hamilton pass up the 3 there hoping to get inside, but Dan wasn't afraid to do so. So hopefully Dan can work him inside and really bring it in and use his size and not just have to take that 3.
Nice passing by Mullen. Left-handed shot by Paris is off. Veen the rebound. Easy rebound. And that's Riempa trying to get the post as Matt Wheelock's like, are you serious? You're not getting a post up with me. Look at me. And Paris is just going to take it out. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the last shot. Number 20, Jake Beckish, had the ball. He had just checked in. Working the nice mullet. I like it. Mullets are still cool. Paris working the dribble. Diallo Thompson throws up a heave prayer.
I think the crowd got him there, Sam. That's what you love to see if you're a Raiders fan. That's the home field advantage coming into play and counting down a little too early, and the Raiders will take it.
And Tom Brady tried a full court Hail Mary there, but did not get it, and 9-11 is going to be the score. So we're going to take a break here on the Raiders Sports Network. 9-11, getting ready to head into the second quarter. Please stay with us as we come back to you with some more exciting Raiders Sports Network basketball. And welcome back. As it's going to be Mullen ball to start. Stitt has been playing the whole game thus far, and he's played a great game thus far, especially defensively, but he's gotten a couple good takes inside. Number 30 just checked in for the first time for Mullen. That's Josh Lopez. So Mullen's coach Bob Caton loves to utilize the bench. As you can see, he's used a ton of players as Stitt tries a 3-ball. And he just hit the top of that just hit the Empire State Building and came down. How the heck did he do that?
I don't know. That was pure luck on that one, and Raiders need some of that right now, down 4, and got to get some momentum back on our side.
Peyton Egloff with the strong take inside. 2 guys were on him, and he still takes it inside. Matt Wheelock takes it strong. They're working hard, but he misses.
Where's the foul, Sam? It looked like clearly hitting the arm of Wheelock, and no call there.
It definitely looked close there as he took it in strong. Here's Davis. Oh, that's in his game, but he misses it. He's now 1 of 2 from the field. We've been playing steady defense on him to start. Jameel Safdie gets the crossover. Offhand layup, acrobatic move.
Fantastic move. That's exactly what he was missing last game, and shows it right there. Let's hope that gets him going.
Jameel Safdie getting his first bucket of the game as he finishes the acrobatic layup. As Davis misses again, he's off to start, and Jameel Safdie's running over to Peyton Egloff. Bowden O'Shaughnessy, and he gets fouled by Veen as Veen tried to push his way into Bowden O'Shaughnessy. As Mike Wolf checks in for the first time for Roman Hamilton. Michael Wolf, the sophomore sniper. He can nail those threes and he can take it inside. And then back into the game, number 12, Isaac White, who started for Mullen, and Matt Wheelock finishes with the left hand inside against Oda Kane. Matt Wheelock, 5 points.
Just Wheelock at his best there, doing what he does best, backing him down, a nice little up and under move, and it's a tie game here.
Isaac White looking to Oda Kane, and Oda Kane traveled. You can't shimmy with that, Oda Kane. You cannot shimmy. You better watch those steps. This isn't Dancing with the Stars.
Timeout, Mullen.
13-13, 6:12 left to go. Welcome back with us. Sorry for that quick technical difficulty. But we're back with you. Jake Stewart and I wondering with each other, what just happened right there?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there, Sam. We either had some technical difficulties or...
they're going to happen.
Or one of these Mullen fans who are not our favorites here at Regis. One of them probably unplugged that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Not to point any fingers or anything, but...
13-13, as we mentioned. They're just getting the clock back to where it should be. And here we go. Michael Wolf with the inbound. Jameel Safdie. Jameel Safdie looks like a whole new player tonight. He's active. Has not turned it over yet, so he's been playing smart. Peyton Egloff over to Matt Wheelock. Up top, nice pass to Daniel Carr. That was a nice pass, and you see that in the Spurs system all the time, where Pau Gasol throws it into LaMarcus Aldridge all the time, and that is an NBA-like play, and that's really impressive between
all
the
day,
big men.
baby.
Shows
I
their
love
chemistry.
The Spurs. Love the Spurs reference there, Sam.
Thank you. And that's another travel.
Here's the Raiders now with the defense. This is what we talked about. Coach Shaw really coaching them in practice after giving up 65 points last week, and it's really coming up big here. Only 15 points with 5 minutes to go left in this half.
Jameel Safdie looking for a player as Daniel Carr setting the screen for him. And then they think about getting to Daniel Carr as he has another mismatch. He's had one this entire game. Peyton Egloff trying to get it to Dan Carr, finally does. Michael Wolf behind the back into Dan, feed it to him. Almost finished the and one as the whole bench is standing, as that was Fantastic ball movement by the Raiders, and Dan Carr is going to go to his favorite spot on the court, the free throw line.
We were waiting for Dan to get going, and it looks like he just hit his mark. He's got the last couple points for the Raiders, and he's building off that, and he's back at the line where he does the best magic. 6 fouls now already for Mullen.
Dan Carr, the spin and bucket. You can count that baby down. Veen back into the game. He has 1 dunk already in his limited time so far. The 6'5" senior forward. Daniel Carr, second free throw. Short. And Odekane grabs the board. Odekane, 1 basket. Setting the screen for Veen. Up top. Takes the high floater. Not even close.
Great defense there by the Raiders, and here they come quickly.
Peyton Egloff. Oh, show him that Euro, but he misses it. Oh, he almost sent them to Europe on that Euro step. Veen. Back to Stitt. Back to Veen. They're looking for Odekane. Not going to be easy with Matt Wheelock on him. Paris up top. Paris working against Michael Wolf. Wolf keeping his distance. Back to Stitt. Back to Davis on that left sideline. As I said, 1 for 3 in the game. He's made 1 3-pointer.
Wonderful defense.
And another travel as he tried another dunk too.
Oh my goodness, that's 3 in the last 3 possessions, and you gotta love that if you're Coach Shaw. Coming to play tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg, Jake. Jamil Safdie calling out a play up top. Michael Wolf. One of the many players trying to get open for Jamil. Peyton Egloff working up top around a Matt Wheelock screen over to Michael Wolf. Thought about a 3, but decided to hand it off to Jamil Safdie, who's our main floor facilitator. Jamil Safdie.
Little pick and roll there.
It.
There it is. There it is.
Come on.
Pick and roll at its finest, folks. Just like the old Jazz used to do. Sam will tell you about it.
We'll talk about that later, my friend. Matt Wheelock trying to deny the pass. Nice defense by Dan Carr. And he gets the board.
Dan Carr, baby.
Peyton Egloff. Handing off to Jamil Safdie. We're in a great groove right now, offensively and defensively. Jamil Safdie takes the mid-range. Just off. Daniel Carr had the board, but then Mullen grabs it. Here comes Stitt.
You talk about Daniel Carr's size, being nicknamed the Gazelle.
And nice take by Stitt as he finishes with the left hand. Nice strong take by him. He has 4. Peyton Egloff with Bowden O'Shaughnessy and Hank Galan ready to check in. Michael Wolf with the left hand floater misses. Daniel Carr's there.
There he is.
The big man.
The Gazelle.
The Gazelle. I like it, Jake. Paris dribbling it up top against Michael Wolf. Over to Stitt. Veen in the corner against Dan Carr. That's a fun matchup right there. Michael Wolf against Paris, and he's going to get called for the arm check.
I don't know about you, Sam. I was hoping that was another travel. I thought there was maybe a possibility there. Maybe the coach would call him off and do a little practice drill for him over there if they had another travel. I don't know.
I think they've had to use their whistle a few too many times, and it's starting to hurt their voice. As Blakely Stoughton's now checking in, so all of our main players except for Billy Mottram have checked in. It's Hank Galan, Dan Carr, Bowden O'Shaughnessy, Blakely Stoughton, and Peyton Egloff in the game. Great defense from Blakely. Right as he checks in, he's a great offensive and defensive talent. He's a sophomore. Isaac White, a 3-ball, and it's down and good.
Wide open.
Isaac White can stretch the floor. This team is shooting well from the 3-point line, 39%. Regis is shooting 29%, so there is a difference there. Dan Carr fakes the, nice pump fake, but his floater short. Rebound to Paris. Paris trying to get it to Odekane. Veen takes it strong. Count that baby down. Give him 4. Trying to go for his 5th point at the free throw line. Nice take by Veen.
And Veen's been all over the floor tonight. We've seen him with a dunk earlier today. We've seen him a block and now an and one. So he's been huge for this Mullen team, and they just regained the lead.
So Veen's going to go to the free throw line. Let's see what his shooting capabilities are. Nice form, but it's off, and Daniel Carr has yet another rebound. He wants to have more than his 34 and 18 than last game. Let's see if he can do it. Peyton Egloff working the left-hand dribble behind the back. Fadeaway jumper. Oh, do not do it to him. Peyton Egloff working the dribble handles and finishes the mid-range jumper.
Mullen quickly coming down. Look like a charge. Oh,
And Stitt's gonna get it too. Wow, this is some fun basketball as both teams are going up and back at each other. And Peyton Egloff
loses the shoe, Sam.
loses his shoe and
Thought he
he's
was limping.
limping a little bit too as well. Hopefully he's good. Scary if you're the Raiders, but he should be fine. He's a strong player. But Jake, how about this fast tempo and that last move by Peyton Egloff? The nice behind the back dribble into a fadeaway jumper, and Jake, he's patented that shot ever since he was a freshman varsity player.
Yep, as you've mentioned, Sam, only freshman on this Regis team to have played all 4 years, and an absolute leader of this team, getting open there and taking his look. Another missed free throw there by Mullen. Those could come up being huge in the end of this game, so look for that with Regis also already in the bonus.
So Matt Wheelock is going to go to the free throw line. They were in the bonus. So let's see how he does. Matt Wheelock, he's a good free throw shooter as well. The first of the one-on-one is down. As Peyton Egloff, I knew he would be checking in.
Now in a game like this, Sam, you know as well as I, can come down to a single free throw, and looks to me like the Raiders are winning that free throw battle so far, and also in the bonus, so that's huge.
Matt Wheelock's second free throw, perfect. He looks great on his shooting tonight, as he now has 7. Isaac White working around that screen from Rampier as he gets an offensive board and gets stuffed by Dan Carr. Come on now.
He said, get that out of there, Sam. I don't know. Dan said, not in my house.
Not in
There's
my
a big
house.
crowd here tonight.
Peyton Egloff working it up top. This is some fun basketball. Regis up 1. Peyton Egloff wants to extend it, but sadly won't as he turns it over. Great defense by Stitt. Stitt has been playing great defense for this Mullen squad so far.
Egloff just hasn't got too much going tonight, but he's been shut down, so they're going to try to find ways that pick and rolls work so far, continue to do that in the second half to get him more open.
Isaac White wide open 3 for Paris. No good. Another board. And he's fouled. Oh my goodness, Jake. Riempa coming off the bench and giving him a force on the offensive boards. He already has 2 in the last minute of play.
Talk about going up strong. That's a big man right there, putting in the work, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First free throw is a miss. Riempa, 6'6", senior. So they have talents on the boards as his second free throw is gonna go in. They've been having the luck tonight.
Tie game, under a minute remaining. Here we go.
Jamil Safadine working the dribble against Isaac White. This is going to be a fun one. Jamil Safadine tries to hand it off to Matt Wheelock. Peyton Egloff gets it back. Isaac White is playing great defense right now. But he's going to have to stick with Jamil Safadine, who is shifty. And the foul! And the foul! Jamil Safadine as he puts the arms up. Count that baby down and send him to the line. Jamil Safadine, the move, and the nice take to the basket. (26-24) as he wants to extend it to 27. Jamil Safadine looking like a whole new player tonight, Jake.
Really making a statement there from Jamil Safadine. This Mullen fan is calling BS over here. They're screaming on us, but you know, that's what rivalry's all about.
And one free throw is down. 3-point lead for the Raiders as they want to keep it that way heading into the halftime, or maybe even extend it. Stitt up top, and they're going to give it to Davis. Back to Paris, and Paris is going to run this clock down to the 0 mark. Stitt to Davis. Davis being shifty with the ball. Great defense of Peyton Egloff. Isaac White fakes the take, takes it in, misses the layup. Jamil Safadine, and they don't get a shot off. And that's going to be half. So a crazy game so far, Jake. 27-24 at the half. And please give me your thoughts.
Excellent start for the Raiders, mostly on the defensive ball, but the offensive side hasn't been bad either. They just need to continue to get Peyton Egloff going, and it's been a great start for the Raiders after a little bit of a slow start in the first half, but they've made it count in this second half from all over the floor and really making it count at the line too, making those free throws count.
Yes, it's been a very fun first half. We are so glad you tuned in with us tonight. Thank you so much again, Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson doing a great job as usual as our producer, Cameron Crichton, Angela Surwa-Marfo on our social media. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes for the second half of Raider Sports Network basketball. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Raiders. I'm Caroline Soro.
And I'm Kate Phillips. This week on RJTV, a rundown on this year's ski season and a fan favorite.
We've had a great mission week this week. The whole theme has been to bring the change, be the change. We have been supporting several different charities with our various activities all week.
As we celebrated MLK Day Monday, we remembered Dr. Martin Luther King's message about loving everyone and having equal justice for all.
Dr. King said, "Life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others?"
So we continue to think about our boys who just returned from service and pray for our girls who begin service Monday.
Speaking of Monday, more snow is in the forecast.
Obviously, we have had a ton of snow this week, which means awesome skiing up in the mountains. Here's RJTV reporter Aiden Connolly with some expectations for the slope this year.
With ski season right around the corner, our Colorado Raiders are ready to hit the slopes. Let's hear what they have to say.
I mean, we've gotten a little bit of snow early this year, which is always a good sign. Hopefully the mountains are getting more, but then again, we haven't been up since February, so, I mean, I hope so, but yeah, I have no idea how it's going to turn out.
I think the snow is going to be pretty solid this year. Definitely ready to shred some pow-pow.
I like to just go skiing with my friends, have time, just be with us. It's also like the adrenaline of just going off the jumps and stuff.
You know, I just started getting into terrain, that sort of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to learn some more stuff on the park. But yeah, I've been loving that in recent seasons.
We know you've been missing your sports updates.
But don't worry, our Raider Sports Network crew will be back for you next week.
But for now, get out and support basketball, hockey, swim and dive, and wrestling this weekend.
Also this weekend, the Snowball Dance is Saturday night.
Remember to dress in your best 80s ski gear.
Another heads up, on Monday we are starting Music Mondays during lunch in the Steel Center.
For the first event, faculty members will be showing off their musical talents.
And every Monday after that, students are invited to perform.
Come get some cookies and listen to some music.
Finally, we have... Maya, we have to go and finish the lyric. Can you guys please finish the lyric for me?
For sure, yes.
Somebody call 911.
Shawty, something on the dance floor. Oh, wow.
So what? I'm still a rock star.
Got my game moves.
But I don't want no scrub.
Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
Yay. Don't stop, make it pop.
DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight.
Okay.
Well, I think that does it here for us at RJTV this week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to catch us next week.
And as always, feel free to hit us up on Instagram or Twitter for comments or suggestions for next week's show.
Bye! Good morning, Raiders. I'm Caroline Soro.
And I'm Kate Phillips. This week on RJTV, a rundown on this year's ski season and a fan favorite. Good morning, Raiders.
Welcome back to the Raider Sports Network. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart back with you. Is packed house. I can barely hear myself talk tonight. I know Jake can't, as headsets have been having trouble tonight, but we're back with you. Come back to you with some stats tonight. Jake, leading score for the Raiders, my apologies, is Dan Carr. He has 9 points for the Raiders.
Unsurprisingly, of course.
Of course, you know him. And then our second is Matt Wheelock with 5. So some heavy contributions from everybody. It doesn't matter if you're scoring or if you're just playing great D, as everybody has so far. And as you mentioned right when we ended that broadcast, this has probably been the best defense of the season so far for the Raiders. The way we locked down this team, especially at the end of that fourth quarter, was at the end of that second quarter was very impressive.
Absolutely. It's really been the start that Coach Shaw was looking for on both sides of the ball. I mean, the offense could be a little better, but for the most part, it's been all Raiders so far. A great matchup.
So we're set to go here. It's going to be Raider ball to start as Bowden O'Shaughnessy is going to throw this one in. Bowden O'Shaughnessy. Took him a while to find the pass, even though Jamil was sitting right next to him, but he gets it in. Matt Wheelock working it outside. Quick foul call, and it's going to be on Davis. Wow. quickest foul call I've ever seen.
They got to be careful this half. Last half, they had 8 fouls, and really was a game led by fouls from this Mullen team. So a lot of free throws from the Raiders, and see if they can get some more of this half, because really capitalized on those.
Agree. Inbounded to Peyton Egloff. He's in the corner. Over to Bowden O'Shaughnessy. For his size, he can facilitate the floor very well. Matt Wheelock fakes the three. Nice pump fake. And he takes it inside. Big boy moves there. He's happy as can be as he comes down the floor saying, where's my foul?
I think I can hear the slap from up here, Sam, but no call. We'll take the 2.
I could. O'Kane in the post. High
Wonderful
post.
defense.
No good.
Just throwing it up against the backboard, and that's all you can do against those big, powerful defenders in Matt Wheelock and Dan Carr. Great defense on that possession.
He has 1 bucket on the night. We've played staunch defense on him to start. Jamil Safadine up top. Over to Bowden O'Shaughnessy. They want to give it to Dan Carr in the post. They finally get it over. Dan Carr misses the layup. Working for the board, and he can't get it as O'Kane grabs it. Here comes Paris in transition. Why not take the deep 3? And he swishes it.
Had a second to think about it and didn't make that opportunity miss. He hits that long 3 there, but he was open.
Nice shot there by Paris. Second 3 of the game for him as Bowden O'Shaughnessy takes it strong and he gets fouled. And Jacob brings up a great point because Bowden O'Shaughnessy has never been a great shooter, but this season, as much as he hasn't been doing the 3 ball as much, which is smart, his free throws have been great as of late. He's been shooting between 80 and 90% in his last couple games, and they've really liked what they're seeing from him as he nails one on cue.
Right on cue, Sam. That's what we like to see.
So they're looking to have heavy contributions from him on a consistent basis. Last game, he had 11 points in that starting small forward role. As I mentioned, he's played freshman, sophomore, junior, and now he's a JV and now varsity. So he's played every level of basketball. Now he's playing at the highest you can play.
And Matt Veen checks back in for this Mullen team on the miss, and he gets the rebound there.
Over to Paris as he comes down on that left side. Paris up to Tit. And he throws it down to O'Kane, and he gets fouled. So send O'Kane to the line, and now's our chance to see O'Kane at the line and see if he can make those free throws, Jake.
Yeah, he's been a good shooter all day. Just trying to work it inside of them is pretty much his whole game plan, and this will be the first time for him at the line, so let's see what he can do.
This is his first one. This team not as good of a free throw shooting team as we are. They're shooting 62% from the line. O'Kane, one of their worst free throw shooters on the team. He's shooting 40%. O'Kane, second free throw, is up and no good. Bowden O'Shaughnessy, the easy board, and here comes Peyton Egloff in transition. Working against Isaac White, over to Matt Wheelock, who's hit a 3 tonight. Not afraid to let it fly when he wants to. Matt Wheelock, he's looking confident and comfortable. Over to Dan Carr, who tries the deep one. And why not try it?
Give it to me, baby, all day long.
You strum that guitar like Lance Stevenson, my friend. You strum it. Here comes Stitz. Nice pass inside. Nice pass to O'Kane for his second field goal of the game. Give him 4.
Just a back and forth battle here at Guy Gibbs Arena. And Peyton Egloff going to work.
Guy Gibbs, huh?
Excuse me there. Glad to have someone like Sam here to correct me.
We're going to take a timeout here on the Raider Sports Network. Sam Stern, Jake. 5:48 left to go in this third quarter. 33-29. Stay with us. Peyton Egloff looking for an inbound. Gets it into Jamil Safadine, and here we go. against Paris up top. Peyton Egloff on that left side. He's been quiet tonight, but he's been facilitating well. Jamil Safdien working the crossover dribble. 1, 2, 3, bucket. Nice.
Really getting him going this game, and that's what the Raiders like to see. Definitely an improvement from last game, and it's wonderful to see Jamil get going.
Nice take inside by Isaac White, but it's short, and here comes the Raiders. Jamil Safdien. He's been playing like a whole new player tonight. Dan Carr tries a three. Oh, baby.
Give it to him! Give it to him!
Three. You come on, baby. Start playing that guitar. And a timeout.
Game for the Raiders. It's 9 points.
Raiders
gotta be happy.
Are hyped as Dan Carr comes on, and he is on fire. He's up to 13 tonight. Raiders are on fire right now from the three-point line, Jake. And as we talked about pregame, they were shooting 29% from the three-point line coming into the game. And tonight they're starting to catch fire with Matt Wheelock and Daniel Carr really helping in that category.
Yeah, to your point, Sam, it's just been a Dan Carr getting fist pumped there by Peyton Egloff, really just leading this team once again, game after game. Dan has been the leader this team has needed, coming back from that early season slump, and huge lead now for the Raiders, 9, and hopefully they can get it to double digits, maybe even open this game up a little bit.
So here we go. It's going to be Stitt taking it out. Paris to Isaac White up top, back to Stitz. To the right corner for a Paris three ball that's short, very short. And that's another Dan Carr rebound. He's gotten plenty of those tonight. Peyton Egloff, they're on a scoring run. Dan Carr's the hot man right now, almost turns it over, gets it back, nice hustle. Peyton Egloff. Matt Wheelock looking for the curl, but they don't get it to him. And instead, Odekane gets the turnover.
Coach Shaw furious over there, saying, why did you force that, Peyton? But great defense there, it's off the mark.
Three is short, and a nice hustle by Isaac White, and he gets the offensive board put back. Nice hustle by Isaac White inside for 2. Jamil Safdien working up top. Shout out to Devin Terry, sophomore journalist. And that's a 3 ball. Perfect timing, Devin, as Jamil Safdien bangs the trifecta. First one in the last 3 games for Jamil Safdien. Catching fire.
Leads back up to 9.
Veen to the corner. They're not afraid to shoot the ball. Paris is at a pair of threes. Looking inside to Odekane, and they call the foul on Matt. And you know, Jake, it was a foul. Obviously, he was grabbing the jersey, but I like it because you could tell Odekane had him sealed in the middle. And once Odekane's sealed, you're not stopping him. Look how big he is.
And not to mention, Sam, obviously not here, but you know that Odekane is really struggling from the free throw line. I mean, he's only 0 of 2, but you've talked about his free throw percentage being under 40%, and that's going to be big down the stretch here if the Raiders want to foul a guy. He's probably the one to foul.
As Davis gets a quick catch and shoot 3, and it's down. Second basket of the game for him. He's now up to 6 points. Had a slow first half, but he's looking to get going this half. He's their leading scorer again with 18 points per game, with Odekane behind him. Jamil Safdien working around the Daniel Carr screen. He's been great tonight. Peyton Egloff back to him. Jamil Safdien over to Roman Hamilton. Has that right lane, decides to get it back out to Dan Carr, who takes another 3. Oh, yeah! He's an animal!
You betcha!
He's a sniper! Wow! And then Odekane gets the basket. They're going back and forth. It's a big man duel. Odekane gets the basket on that. Nice assist in transition. They want to get it to Dan Carr. He's on fire from the 3. He's up to 4.
Fast, high-octane basketball being played right now, and the Raiders looking to answer back on that shot made by Odekane.
Bono Shaughnessy to Roman Hamilton. Nice save to Daniel Carr as he looks to Jamil Safdien. Jamil over to Peyton Egloff. He wants to get some scoring as well as he takes a mid-range, and it's perfect! Stop and pop the jumper. 45-36. Raiders move it back up to 9. They want to make this a double-digit game and put this out of reach.
Good D inside by Daniel Carr, pushing him around, and it's going to be a call there. Both guys pushing, and they're going to call it on Daniel Carr. Now that one's one that you're not really understand. Dan's clearly upset about that. The two are just grabbing each other, but it's going to go against the Raiders this time.
And there's going to be a timeout for Mullen as they are trying to find a way to stop the three-point machine, an animal.
The Gazelle.
The Gazelle, my apologies. Daniel Carr. He has been firing on all cylinders tonight as he is now 17 points and heading in the direction of 20. Daniel Carr. What a player, Jacob. You talk about a player who normally at that position can't shoot the three ball at the high school level. Daniel Carr is shooting the three ball better than our guards are. How amazing is that?
He's been known to break these barriers. Obviously, Dan is a kid that has played multiple sports. He's a soccer player. His brother also plays soccer, and he's been developing his basketball skills ever since he started playing sophomore year, and it's just been growing every year. So it's great to see Dan and really just showing him at his best right now and leading this Raiders team, hopefully, far in the playoffs.
If they want to make any kind of run for that championship trophy, then they need Dan Carr playing at this level each and every night and averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds. He's definitely been doing it. But tonight, he's been on a whole new level as he's making everything, it seems. 2:01 left to go in the third. 45-36, Raiders are up, and they are playing very well as Davis takes a quick catch and shoot three. A little too quick. Oda Kane, the offensive board with the left. He's on fire as well inside. He's big.
We've seen what happens when the Raiders don't box out, and Onda Kane punishes inside, but they've done a good job in the second half really boxing him out. That's just one issue there.
Daniel Carr looking for that screen. Jamil Safdie taking it. Cross court, little too high for Roman Hamilton. Doesn't have the pogo stick tonight. So that's going to sail out of bounds. And it's going to be Mullen Mustangs ball. Josh Lopez checks in for the second time tonight. Along with the mullet man, Jake Beckish. Peyton Eglaw working up top against Davis. Over to Oda Kane. And he gets fouled. And you know what, Jake? I'm iffy because it's a good foul, but you can't be running the risk of him getting the ball in the post. He is too good of a player for him to even get close to receiving the ball. We need to start fronting him, and if that takes double teaming, we have to do it.
Yeah, and when you talk about this Mullen team, 8 fouls in the first half. They really have done a better job in the second half. Only 2 to the Raiders 4. And there's a made free throw there from Onda Kane. So he's 1 for 3 now from the line.
And Diallo Thompson checks in for Mullen. Comes in for leading scorer.
Along with Matt Wheelock as well, checking in for the Raiders.
Christian Davis. And a missed free throw. Raiders like that. 45-39. They really want to expand this lead and put this game out of reach as soon as possible. Matt Wheelock gets the wacky pass from Roman Hamilton. Matt Wheelock. Over to Jamil Safdie, takes it behind the back dribble. Misses the three. He's now 1 and 2 from the three-point line. Stitt up top to Lopez. Lopez choosing to be patient against Roman Hamilton. Stitt to the left. And Stitt takes a deep three, and boy, Jake.
There's the answer Mullen wants. 3-point game.
Right between the eyes. Daniel Carr fakes the three. Thought about a mid-range. Boy, would that have been exciting. Instead gets nice. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Oh, he gets fouled, Jake. If he would have finished that, this place would have erupted, but they're going to call a foul inside. As Mullen does not like it, and here comes Connor Riempa checking in for Oudekenen. Jake, Oudekenen and Riempa have been phenomenal on the boards tonight. Riempa more of the offensive board player tonight is Riempa! Come on, Riempa! Give it to him! What a block! And Matt Wheelock gets called for the foul. And Jake...
Wow. Both sides of the ball. Mullen getting a little one-up there on the Raiders and working themselves back into this game. Cutting it down to 3 and a chance to cut it down to just a 1-point game with 11 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
And right on that note, Bowden O'Shaughnessy is coming to check in for Matt Wheelock. And Michael Wolf is also going to check in, as I mentioned, the sophomore sniper, first-year varsity player, is going to check in for Roman Hamilton. So Bowden O'Shaughnessy, the smaller forward, still has height at 6'5", but he's going to be looked to not only help in the post on defense, but also help get some fast break points, which he is known for on the offensive end.
That's 2 misses there. That's big for the Raiders, and they have a chance with 8 seconds remaining.
Peyton Egloff. He's going to Daniel Carr. High. Oh! Daniel Carr! He's not only making bucket after bucket, but he's dishing them out.
Now, Sam, you heard me mention it last game. Reminds me of Nikola Jokic. What a dime there.
Oh, what a dime.
Throwing it down. Perfect pass.
The Joker. What a play to end this third quarter. And Jake, what a game this has been as we head into the fourth. Only a 5-point game, and boy, is this going to be exciting. Jake, both teams are playing exceptionally well. Both teams' defense not as great as you would hope, but one team has to pull away. And what do the Raiders need to do on their end to make sure that this game stays in their favor and they move to 5-0?
Yeah, to your point, Sam, we've talked about it all game. That one last defensive possession, really is going to shape this matchup. It's Mullen with the big defensive block there, turning around for the free throws. Obviously, they didn't capitalize there, but it's those types of possessions that both of these teams need in order for the Raiders extend the lead and for Mullen to get back in this game. It's only 5 points.
It's a close one. They're going to definitely have to lean on their defense tonight. But when the Raiders are on defensively, everything just flows and works in their favor. Stitt has played just about the entire game, as he's going to take this one out, and they're going to have their starters out. Raiders are going to have all their starters except for Matt in right now, as Michael Wolf's in for him. Paris on the left, over to Stitt. He's hit a 3. Isaac White, over to Oudekenen. Misses the layup. Nice defense from Dan, and they board it. Great defense on Oudekenen. That's all you can do down low is just get in front of him and make it tough.
Now let's see if they can capitalize on the other end. Dan wide open.
Oh, you can count that. You can count that. Oh! Daniel Carr was on fire. Just comes up short, but Jake, they got to take that shot all day long.
That's right. Dan's wide open. It's just his shot. It's just a little short on that one, but that's been his shot all day. Just got to keep getting those ones up.
Oh, Paris. Paris just jabbed him and nailed the 3. He is a sniper.
2-point game. It's getting closer.
Jamil Safady looking for the open player. It's Michael Wolf on the right. Over to Bowden O'Shaughnessy up top with the smaller Davis on him. Davis has been quiet. Stitt on Jamil with a screen from Oh, baby, yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, baby, yes. You count that baby down for 3. Another trifecta. That's 2 for Jamil, and he's now in double figures with 10. Nice screen by Dan Carr to get him open.
Jamil's starting to heat up. This has been his game after the poor performance last game. He's really shown it tonight. And Dan Carr.
Nice defense.
Just a nice deny pass there.
Stitt up top. Over to Davis, working the dribble. Nice spin. Over to the corner, a 3. And that's off. Oudekenen, that's going to be out on him, and it's...
Looks like an over-the-back foul.
And the ball almost comes up to my hands. They must want me in the play. I mean, I can hit a couple 3s here and there. I hit them at the rec every Monday and Wednesday, but I don't think they need me right now.
Looks like over the back will be the call there. Another foul there on Mullen.
Peyton Egloff over to Jamil Safady, working it up top against Beckish. Corner three. Oh, baby, yes. Misses
Daniel
that one.
Carr.
Daniel Carr board. Jamil Safadine has the lane if he wants it. You have got no way, no way.
Are you
That has to be
kidding
an
me?
and one. What is going on here? No way.
This is when you wish there was instant replay. Take a look at that one.
Yeah, we need
I'm not quite sure about that.
Call Secaucus. Get me the ref on the phone.
Come on, Blue.
Oh. Daniel Carr, quick floater. Short, but that's going to be off. Oh, no way.
Wow.
Jake, what is going on?
2 questionable calls by the ref there. Those could be a big factor in this close game. I don't know about those two.
Either way, it's going to be Paris taking it up for Mullen. Isaac White to the corner for Davis. It's a 5-point game. Regis is up. Tries a deep 3. Short.
Nice strong rebound there.
And
They're going to call the foul, or is that going to be a jump? Looked like a foul to me.
foul on Mullen. That's going to be on Beckish. His first personal.
Just a great strong rebound there by Bodon O'Shaughnessy and warrants the foul.
Peyton Egloff is going to take it this time against Paris, who has done a lot of this load of scoring tonight for the Mullen Mustangs. Daniel Carr trying to screen Jamil Safadine again. Jamil takes it inside and gets fouled by O'Duquesne. Sent to the line too. That's actually going to be Beckish. My apologies. They slapped his arm.
That was an explosion of a play. I could hear that one up here, Sam.
Jake, Jamil has been a brand new player tonight. This is the Jamil of old. He can take it to the basket. He can stretch the floor from 3. And best of all, he's averaging 5 assists a game, and he's showing you why as he's facilitating the floor like a professional.
He's really been this leader this team needs, along with Dan Carr, the 2 seniors stepping up tonight. There's going to be a sub here for Mullen. Davis is sitting out in the corner now.
Let's figure out what's happening with him. Looks like he wanted to leak out just in case. Stitt over to Davis. He has the handles. Takes it against Payne Egloff, and he says, get that stuff out of here. Back over to Paris. Decides to take the floater instead of the 3 and comes up short. Nice, strong, 2-handed board by Roman Hamilton.
He didn't really look up there. He had Stitt wide open for 3, but we'll take it. 7-point game, 5 minutes remaining. This is where you slow the game down and you really leave it to your guys with Jamil Safadine up top.
Roman Hamilton, mid-range, just short. O'Duquesne the board. Paris working the fast break. And that is another travel call. Nice defense by the Raiders.
We saw a lot of those travel calls in the first half. Not too many in the second half, but we'll take it.
Hey, we
Michael
will
Wolf
take
checking
it.
on.
And Veen's also going to check in, the high flyer. Looking to provide a dunk-a-thon in this second half. As Diallo Thompson on ice skates right as he checks in, maybe testing out the ice. Jamil Safadine. He has Diallo Thompson slipping right now. You better watch out. Looking to Dan Carr, nice. And they're going to call Veen. That should be on Veen. It is on Veen. They're going to call the foul on him. And Raiders are now in the bonus. The double bonus, I believe.
I think it's just a 1-and-1.
Or is it just a 1-and-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. So here we go. 7-point lead for the Raiders, 72 force. God, I wish it was 72-45. 52-45, my apologies. 4:34 left to go in what has been a fantastic game. Has not failed to impress as Dan Carr is set to take his first free throw. Or second, my apologies. And it's first. Jake, what is wrong with me right now? I'm going crazy.
He's perfect from the line. I don't know what to tell you. Dan is just not human. That's all I can say about Dan. Is he's going to knock one down right on cue here.
Yep. Oh!
Wow. Looks like
I used to seeing that, Jake. 53-45. We have an 8 lead. Stitt with the strong take. Dan Carr working the boards. And Michael Wolf helps out. Payne Egloff is the recipient.
No call there. He's getting shoved around.
Daniel Carr saves it to Bodon O'Shaughnessy. Taking it strong. Oh! Bannock finish. Put that on the board. 55-45. Put them up 10. Biggest lead in the game for the Raiders. Stitt up top against Jamil Safdie. This is really exciting. Timeout, Mullen.
10-point game. It's the largest Raider lead of the game, and they've got it up to double digits. 4 minutes remaining, and it's rocking here tonight for the Raiders.
Coach Kenshaw's going to take a full timeout, as are we here on the Raider Sports Network. We're having a great time with you tonight. Some great basketball being played on both sides. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back with you in just a second. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart. We're back with you as we were just jamming to some AC/DC. Vina back up top to Stitt, my apologies. That's going to happen the rest of the night. Over to Veen. Veen, nice acrobatic finish with the left hand.
Here comes the press.
James Harden finish.
Speaking of that, Sam, how did James Harden do tonight?
I will tell you after. Oh, wow. That was about to be Sports Center top 10 worthy as they almost sent that one to the rafters. But as I was saying, James Harden is now up to 33 points, continuing his great record. 21st straight game as Daniel Carr comes short on the free throw.
That one's off by Dan.
21st straight game with 30 or more. So James Harden doing his thing against Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors. But back to this game. Daniel Carr. Free throw's good.
Yes, sir.
And he's never going to miss 0 of 2. And usually he never misses 1. And they're going to call a travel on Mullen, if I'm not mistaken, Jake, as Dan Carr checks out for the Raiders. And Matt Wheelock checks in, and Michael Wolf checks in for Roman Hamilton, who had some great minutes, along with the big man, Daniel Carr.
Safadine's going to have to work his magic here in this last 3 minutes, really be a game manager here. Up 9, you got to slow the tempo down, not make any poor decisions, and this game's yours.
Oh, Jamil Safadine. Oh, and Matt Wheelock got a crazy pass, and here comes Veen. Transition, thought about a 3. Mullen fans wanted it. Keep corner 3. Wow, look at that form. It's down. Wow.
And they're right back in it, down 6. Under 3 minutes to go.
That was Beckish. What a great looking shot. Wide open from the right-hand corner. And a foul. It's going to be a foul on Veen.
They'll go to the line for another 1-and-1.
And that's who you want at the line, Jake. Peyton Egloff. As Mullen fans not happy on that hip check call, but they're going to call it. As Roman Hamilton checks back in, they need him for defensive purposes. They're going to start switching out Michael Wolf and Roman Hamilton consistently for the rest of the game with 2:50 left to go. We're up 6. Peyton Egloff would like to make it 8. First free throw, easy. And Jake, he shoots it with such ease at the free throw line, and really in all of his play on the court, he's just a really confident player. But he comes up short on that one. And
now it's time to play some defense. Here we go.
And the free throws are not in our favor to start. Oh, Beckish thought about it. Oh, that should be out on him, and it is. Beckish was getting a little antsy. I think they were wanting to get him free for a 3, but couldn't quite get it as Veen comes in for Odekane and Jake, they're going small. With Veen as like their center, they're going small, but they're going to have to utilize Matt Wheelock in the post.
Great press Baker there for the Raiders. They got 3-on-2.
Takes the post and the mid-range. Pick and pop jumper. Easy from the free throw line.
Now Coach Shaw telling him to D up. 2 minutes remaining.
And a foul on Regis. That was Michael Wolf picking it up. And Roman Hamilton's going to check back into the game. They need their defensive talent back in. Roman Hamilton, one of the best defensive players on this squad, as Odekane and Davis check back in as they need their offense at the highest level. So their starting lineups back in. And let's see what they can do, Jake. They inbound it. They go far to Paris up top. Handing it off to Isaac White. Taking it inside with 2 guys.
Great block there.
Left. Great defense there by the Raiders. Peyton Egloff working it up top against Paris. They would love a shot. And they call a timeout as Peyton Egloff drops Paris before the timeout.
That one could be seen on some news outlets tonight. Just falling down there on the crossover.
Maybe those floors need to be squeaked off because he just went slipping and sliding.
Hope his ankles are okay there, Sam.
I hope they are.
Might have to check on him.
Jake, I might need you to go get Miss.
Dan Carr checking back in. That's big for the Raiders. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Got to hold this 9-point lead.
And Jake, you know, we were talking about this in the first half, and it's really interesting to talk about. But, you know, I really feel like the Raiders need to start utilizing the post presence. And we talk about this all the time. We have 2 players in Matt Wheelock and Dan Carr who have been phenomenal tonight, and they've been phenomenal all season. But they're not getting utilized enough in the post. And you're playing teams that are going small, and you're playing teams that don't understand that when you have 2 big guys in the middle, you're going to get forced inside, and it's happened a couple times, but they need to utilize that more coming into the last 2 minutes because that's just going to be easy basket after easy basket after easy basket.
I agree. Look for the pick and roll here with Dan or, you know, possibly any other player on the Regis that could possibly do a pick and roll or some type of play to get one of those 2 open. Just a little 15-footer is all they need to just end this game. Just a quick one to get them into double digits, and that's what they've been doing all game.
And let's see if they can get that done. They definitely have the power to do it. Michael Wolf having trouble getting in, but gets it into Jamil Safdie, and that's the
We saw the worst of that last game, Sam, with
Lord.
getting it in.
Don't get me started. Peyton Egloff working up top.
Just under 2 minutes remaining.
And he's really gained momentum. Daniel Carr up top, wide open. Peyton Egloff. Oh, count it. Do I even need to wait? Do I even need to wait? You can count that baby any day you like. Nice shot. And Stitt, miss, Paris fake, pump fake twice. There is no way.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
That was about
That's
to be the
unbelievable.
worst Shackton of the night, and instead it turns into an and one.
Can't even practice those types of plays. And I don't know, I'd say if Luck is on our side, he misses his free throw, Sam. 9-point game once again. Michael Wolf checking out again. Quick breather, him.
And let's see if Paris can connect. They need this free throw, and they get it. He is poised tonight. Very poised. And they immediately foul him. That was Beckish getting called for his 3rd personal. And that's going to send Jamil Safdie to the line.
And if you're Mullen, I don't think Jamil's the guy you wanted to send to the line. I think there's a lot of other options on this Raiders team, even though, you know, the Raiders are a very good free throw shooting team. But if I were Mullen, I would have fouled someone more like Roman Hamilton or one of the big guys down low. But definitely not Daniel Carr. He can light it up from the line.
Jamil Safdie, first free throw. Count it. As Bowden O'Shaughnessy is going to check in here, as well as Odekane, Isaac White, Stitt, Paris, and Davis at the other end of the court. Jamil Safdie at the line, gets it to go, and Bowden O'Shaughnessy will check in for Safdie. Minute 35 left to go. Coming to the closing moments of what has been a high-scoring game by both teams. Let's see if the Raiders can close this one out and make it 5-game win streak. Deep 3 Off and Daniel Carr
Big rebound.
and gets it to Roman Hamilton in transition with Odekane. A nice smart play. Roman Hamilton! Roman Hamilton, as Coach Shaw loves to pass. Great pass to a wide open Bono Shaughnessy. That was one of the best plays of the season by far.
Just a very unselfish play
Wow.
from Roman Hamilton. It's going to work out. Great basket there, and it's up to 12.
And how smart was that? Roman Hamilton saw Odekane on his back, did a quick 360 turn, and you get it inside to Bono Shaughnessy with the quick cut and the roll. Nice play by Roman Hamilton and Bono Shaughnessy. 65-53, minute 13 left to go, and this has been great atmosphere tonight.
We're seeing some people from this crowd head out, and probably smart for them to beat the traffic home. It's looking like another great Raiders win, as both teams are in the bonus, just to let you know there. No surprise there, but
Yeah, with the way the Raiders have been playing, Jake, it's starting to become a normal thing when we're winning. And this has been a fun run. 5-0. It should be 5-0, and we'll be not only a 5-0 in the league, but 5-game win streak, and we'll be 10-7 coming back from a 4-7 record. So we're very excited. Or a 5-7 record. My apologies. Not good at math.
I think you're correct
thank
on
you,
the,
Jake. Thank you.
Last one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Here comes Paris up top. He's been shooting the heck out of the ball tonight. Oh, that was a near turnover. Davis has just not been able to catch fire tonight from three like he usually does. Isaac White hasn't either as he misses again, and Roman Hamilton pulls it down, and they call an immediate foul.
Big rebound there by Hamilton. The ref didn't want the ball there. I think, I don't know what he was doing there. Kind of just ducked down. Maybe
It was coming in strong.
afraid it was coming for the head.
Coming in strong. About a minute left, a little less, as Roman Hamilton's going to get the test at the line. He's off on the first.
Now, if you're the Raiders, 58 seconds in this game, no fouls. That's what you're thinking. Just play some defense.
Roman Hamilton, one more at the line. And it's off Daniel Carr, and that's going to be over the back, I'm assuming. And it is. Daniel Carr getting a little antsy, and that was a good call, and I think he even knew it too. But great effort on the boards. And it's going to be Isaac White trying his look at the line. He hasn't been able to find the range tonight from beyond the arc, but he's looking to see if he can cash in on a couple much needed free throw attempts. 65-53. It seems out of reach, but Jake, we've seen crazy things happen in Regis Jesuit sports history. First free throw's down and good. Big one.
Junior knocking it down there. He's had a productive night from all over the floor. Also been a very strong defensive player. We've seen him shut down Peyton Ingloff in the first half, but Peyton's got his ways in the second half, so that's great for the Raiders.
And the second free throw's down. Big free throws. Cuts it to 10 with 57.6 to go. Trying to get it in. And let's see what they call. Looks like they're going to call a timeout as they were having trouble getting it in. And as Jake mentioned earlier, we've had troubles getting the ball in as of late. Teams have been pressing high, especially last game against Douglas County. They did a full court press. Earl Boykins decided that was the best way to stop this Raider offense from getting ahead of themselves, is by doing that full court press, and it worked early and often. So, but the Raiders have had experience now, and they're now able to break out of it and making smart decisions when calling the timeout if needed.
Yes, indeed. It's been a very hard-fought game from the Raiders, and just a great crowd presence tonight as well. Great showing tonight from the Raider fans on this rivalry night versus Mullen. Both teams in the bonus, like we mentioned.
So they're going to foul. Raiders have all their best free throw shooters in right now. Any guy you foul is going to make the free throws, I guarantee you. And looks like they're going to foul Matt Wheelock, if I'm not mistaken, and I love having Matt Wheelock at the line. But if you're Mullen, Jake, Or wait, is it going to be Bowden? No, it's Matt. I was going to say, if you're a Mullen and you're trying to foul somebody, Bowden O'Shaughnessy is the guy to foul. He can make free throws. Don't get me wrong. He can make them. But if you're looking for an inconsistent shooter, that's the one.
Yeah, I agree, Sam. And Sam's got the best knowledge of this. Sam's been there to watch Bo take the free throws. So just in case anybody's questioning Sam's credibility, he's been there. So
if you have any problems, contact me. Stern SA, Raider Sports Network. Matt Wheelock, second one. He missed the first. But his second's good. No need to worry.
Loving the headband tonight, too.
I love it.
Something Sam Stern would wear as well.
Thank you. I do have headband experience. Stid up top, and it's almost stolen by Bowden. Paris a three. And ooh, almost toilet bowled in. Bowden O'Shaughnessy. Ooh, the crowd wanted a Matt Wheelock alley-oop, but fouled the right person in Bowden O'Shaughnessy. So Bowden O'Shaughnessy's going to have 2 more attempts at the line. And let's see. We'll see what he can do. First free throw for Bowden O'Shaughnessy is up. No good.
And there's Sam speaking once again. Sam, once again, correct there.
Not saying that he can't make the free throws, but it's not his strength, per se. He's a better inside scorer in presence in the middle. Bowden O'Shaughnessy. Second free throw.
That one's good.
Is perfect. And Jake, that was the best looking free throw I've seen from him this season. Looked very confident. Davis, they need a three. Steps back, and he misses it. He cannot find the range. And looks like it's going to be, what was that called, Jake? Not 100% sure what that call was, but actually, no, it was out of bounds.
These Raiders fans are already waving goodbye to the Mullen fans. 20 seconds remaining, and this one's all but over. Great rebound there from Safadine, and see if they'll let the clock run out.
No. Oh, Isaac White tried to foul. And let's see if they do. I think they're just going to dribble it out. We are now on a 5-game winning streak. 10-7 as our record. We have come back from 5-7 down, and we are now 10-7, number 15 in the state.
One of the greatest streaks in Raiders basketball history, coming back from a slow start to the season, and they're back, baby. Stay tuned for the rest of the season on Raider Sports Network. We'll have every single game for you on here. Excited to bring them to you. Big 12-point win from the Raiders.
This team is looking to continue this momentum and strong play to the rest of the season into the playoffs. It's been our pleasure broadcasting to you tonight. As I mentioned, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Cameron Kreitz, Will Markowski, Angela Surwa Marfu on Instagram. My name is Sam Stern. You have a great night, and we'll see you next week for some girls basketball. We'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're out.